Hey, welcome back to Score on Business. Remember, scorenashville.org. So, Tom, when you are, tell us how you're planning for the future.
You know, we're actually doing that right now through some strategic planning. We do have a consultant who has come in and they're engaging our board. It's a very board-led process because the big questions are we going to take some of our continuing ed we do for professionals and create some e-learning, or are we going to replicate what we do maybe in Memphis or Chattanooga, or are we going to add something new, like something specific to veterans or childhood obesity? So we're really engaging the board, and then we'll engage the staff about what the future is, because we're really at a high point right now with all of our programs running really well.
Right, so you can expand. And one thing that I really was impressed when I learned is that you all are social entrepreneurs. And for those who don't know, a social entrepreneur is a nonprofit that has a business to earn money to help fund the mission that they have. So tell us about your social entrepreneur efforts.
We are accustomed to writing grants or asking donors, but you can only go back to the well so many times. So a lot of nonprofits now are thinking, how can we help subsidize our own efforts? We're doing that a couple of ways. One was with our I See Hope, our Don't Duck mental health program. We're hoping to roll that out nationally. Centerstone is doing some research, and they are going to document how effective that program is, and then we'll be able to license that program out. I don't know what rolling it out nationally means, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. The other is we've taken some of our continuing ed for counselors and social workers, and now we have a mental health law seminar for attorneys and mediators. Even our ethics seminar was approved for funeral home directors and embalmers. And so we really, our motto is there is no health without mental health. So now we're thinking, okay, if they miss that opportunity, can we do some podcasts or some e-learning? So but I'll tell you that the one I'm most excited about, Pete, we call it BOSS. It's our back office support services. What we do with that is we actually manage the back office financials and administration for 8 other behavioral health organizations. So like the Eating Disorders Coalition, the Suicide Prevention Network, Girls on the Run, the Refuge Counseling Center. We do their financials, answer some phones, update their websites. We kind of created a real synergy to where we're saving about $500,000 a year collectively, and that lets us serve more clients and more people. And
then also there, while you're doing that, you do get some revenue for it, which goes to help support the mission. The I See Hope is, it sounds like you're in the process of licensing that. And then you teach these continuing ed seminars and get money back for that as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're required to take your continuing ed, why not make it good, cheap, and live and interdisciplinary? And you know, our hope is too that through the BOSS program, through the collaboration, we can just continue to, no matter how much money there is, mental health seems to be ever increasing.
I mean, there's no, unfortunately that's how it is. So tell us about your leadership style.
Well, some might just label me as a professional beggar, but I don't know if that's an actual leadership style. I used to say charismatic, but what I really try to do is if I can tie people into the mission and not me, that's what I want. I would say what I strive for is to be a transformational leader, that when I leave or hit by the bus, that people are so tied into the mission that they know 1 in 4 people have a diagnosable mental illness. There's hope, there's resources, and anything I could do to reduce the stigma and to get people to know that just like you'd get help for your kidney or gallbladder or breast cancer, it's okay to get, I don't know why this is the only organ that needs 2 insurance policies, but you have to have health and behavioral health for some reason.
And that, so you all have some events coming up.
We do. Thank you for asking about that. We're fortunate to every year have a Vince Gill concert. It's March 31st this year, so it'd be a great Valentine's present to go through Ticketmaster or the Ryman. It's a sold-out show. Right now, we'll be taking sponsorships, and the tickets will go on sale in 2015.
Okay.
And then the other special one we have is a women's brunch with Naomi Judd.
Right.
She is going to be talking about her recovery process with panic attacks and depression.
Yeah.
And then we have a returning soldier, female soldier, who's also going to talk about her PTSD.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, just that there's help and there's resources and that people can talk about that. That's what if there's a way just to normalize the ability to get help. So.
Right. That really to kind of take the stigma away because it's just not needed.
It's not.
It's almost like some kind of mental illness, not the extreme, but is almost the norm, rather. It's not that unusual, and it's nothing to be ashamed.
It's not at all. And, fortunately, I see churches, colleges, even guidance counselors in schools start telling these kids, hey, it's okay to ask these questions. And
hey, Tom, so sorry. Okay, lady, we're got to check out of here. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, scorenashville.org. Thanks.
That's great.